Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, finally caught up with freaking every episode that I missed when I was on vacation. Caught up with everything. And along with it, Fate. Fate's finished. I finished the series, watched all the episodes of the Fate Ilia thing. Expect a review, anime series review, tomorrow, Wednesday, along with a anime series review of Blood Lad when I watched the final episode, and a manga series review of 20th Century Boys. Because what I'm going to attempt to do right now, this chapter review, Maggie chapter review, and Bleach chapter review all in succession. That way all the chapters are out of the way, and Wednesday I can do those reviews instead of my usual, chapter reviews. But anyway, 7 Deadly Sins. This is kind of late. It came out Sunday. It's Tuesday, kind of, but, fuck. Like I said, I had anime to catch up to. That's why. This chapter was ridiculous. I got complaints from Hockey. He was pissed at me. He was saying, because I was complaining about Veronica. And now you see what happens in this chapter with Veronica. But even though it was pretty sad. This gets a 5 and 5, by the way. And the name of this chapter was called Because We're Sisters. And this was good on many levels, this chapter. This chapter was good because we got a sad scene with Veronica and Elizabeth. That was really nice. I really liked that. I liked the touch. It was very touching, very, very interesting how they did that. It was how she was saying because we're sisters, she would always, protect Elizabeth, so on and so forth. We had that. Then we had Geera, letting the cat out of the bag and telling the Holy Knight that protects Veronica, we're resurrecting the Demon Clan. The moment, and after she said that, Bond got up, and just hit Jericho. I was saying, no, this isn't happening. He basically, I was all up in arms. And at the end of this chapter, Geera, do me a favor. You might want to leave. Get on the next bus to the North Pole, because you're dead. You're pretty much finished. There will be nothing left of Geera but her decapitated head at her brother's doorstep. Yes, I went there. But yeah, let's get into this. So yeah, beginning of the chapter we have, Veronica's been attacked. She's pretty much, I guess you could say, KO'd here. And then we got the knight coming in saying, no, Veronica, Lady Veronica. And it's kind of touching. She's crying and everything. And saying that, I'm fine, you protected me. And she would say, this was basically a story back when they were children, where she fell in a hole and Veronica hurt herself when she was going to help her. It was like a collapsed bridge that collapsed, and Veronica went back for Elizabeth, and she got hurt trying to protect her and getting her out of there. She would comfort her, and so on and so forth. And apparently this goes into another thing with they're not blood related, and Veronica's telling her, because we're sisters, even though we're not blood related, we're sisters. It was emotional. It was a very sad moment and very emotional. Yeah, it was pretty gut wrenching. And she's apologizing to Elizabeth for saying, I hated you, I love you. And then Veronica saying to her, I love you, Ellie. I love you. I already knew that because we're sisters. And the night guy's crying, and she's calling him adult, saying that this is my last daughter, protect Elizabeth. And that's what happens. And then she dies, and it was pretty sad. And I know here comes Geera. Listen, Geera, you are dead. Okay, you're gonna get knives in your eyes. There will be nothing left of her. There will be nothing left of Geera. She's only lost a hand. Yeah, she loses a hand. So, we're pretty much finished. But yeah, they show up. They get out of that shell, and Geera disposes of the pig, Hank, and the Holy Knight guy, and with an explosion. And Jericho's asking her why she did that, because that's the son of a Holy Knight, and she says, "Oh, it's nothing. We'll blame it on the 7 deadly sins." The thing about Geera and Jericho, he even tells him in their face. He says, you disgrace the kingdoms of holy knights. What is Hedricksen after? And before he says that, though, they're going over to Elizabeth. Please come with us. Don't try anything useless like resisting. And then she looks at him and says, the resurrection of the Demon Clan. Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. By the way, I've got some news for you. You're dead. Yeah. That was just like a what the fuck. Because the moment she said that, this is what I liked about this chapter. The moment Geera said that, next page, it's like automatic. He says to Demon Clan, Bond gets up and says, the hell did you say? I was like, wow. Bond was like instantaneous. Gets up, kicks Jericho. Like, yo. Bond was on like some steroid shit when he heard that shit. He was like, damn. And basically, Jericho's complaining that the wound should have closed. And he says, shut up. How can I take a nap after hearing something like that? And then Geera's saying, take your hair from quickly. And she's crying for Veronica, Elizabeth, and saying for meliodas to show up. And stupid Geera saying, hey, you close name, steal this dog, I'm coming to save you. And she's saying, please, Lord, let us. And she says, just knock it off. And then all of a sudden, this darkness starts swirling in the freaking diamond crystal. And boom! It breaks, shatters, everyone's shocked, and out comes a darkness out of nowhere. And Bond says, Captain, no, that's not it. This feeling, could it be? And you faintly see the Demon Clan member, the demon blood, the demon that was shown. They were getting the demon blood from. And then we see meliodas there, and he's just standing there. And it's kind of weird. He's got black eyes. He's got this swirling pattern on his right area, like his right shoulder, this swirling pattern, blackness, and on his foot, on his leg as well. Now, I was also looking on manga here, and people were suggesting that, one person was suggesting, wrote it in a comment, that this was like the thing with Ichigo. Kind of. I'm not going to put that exact, the whole thing with Ichigo. Because, see, here's the thing. That came out of left field, the thing with Ichigo. This was to be slightly expected from what we've learned about meliodas. So, he comes out, and she's like, meliodas, how did you break out of the goddess chamber? Amber, plop! She says, how did you break out of the goddess Amber? Plop! I'll say it again. How did you break out of the goddess Amber? Whoa! My hand is missing. That was what happened. She's like, how did you break out of the goddess Amber? Missing hand. That's no joke. Missing hand. And she says, what? Her hand is gone, and there's Meliodas holding her severed hand with his hilt. And I was like, yo, Meliodas is going to fucking not annihilate, butchered. You know what he's gonna do? The butcher's gonna come saying, "Oh, do you got pieces of meat? Yeah, here you go." And he gives him pieces of Geera's severed body. Hey, that's what's gonna happen, people. So that's what's on happening. Now the thing about this chapter, there's a lot of confusing things. I believe the thing with Meliodas has something to do with the Demon Clan. Say what you will. I'm not 100% sure, but it just feels that way. Remember, his sin is wrath. And you know, his sin is wrath, and you know, it brings up so many different things as we go along. You know. And it's my phone, my brother. Anyway, it brings up so many things as we go along. Now, we have to wait and see. Hello? So like I was saying, there's so many things as we go along. My brother. Anyway, I don't know if it has to do with the Demon Clan, though. I mean, Bond, he mentioned it, and we saw a picture of that one demon that was, you know, excreting the blood for Jericho and Geera. But I just don't know if that brings up anything. It might, but I just don't know. Because his is wrath, and it's very confusing. But at least to say, Geera's fucked. And here's the thing, people. He ain't got no weapon. He came out of that crystal, totally zoned out, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. Quoting from Jaws. And he just ripped her fucking hand off. I mean, go figure. You know, it was total, instantaneous. We have to wait and see, though. I'm keeping my expectations and keeping my predictions on this at bay because we don't know. Maybe Meliodas' power has something to do with the Demon Clan. It's a possibility, but we don't know. It's too early to say. Too early to speculate. But I like what happened in this chapter. 5 out of 5, no questions asked. I mean, now the cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bag. Elizabeth, Bond knows. Bond knows. That Holy Knight guy knows. So, you're pretty much, okay, you know? Because if he knows, it's very simple. All he has to do is go tell Hauser, and, guess what? Now the kingdom's gonna know. At least that's the way I look at it. But overall, I like this because it was revealed now of what Hedricksen is planning. Big time. Meliodas came out, ripped Geera's hand off. So, yeah. Next week's is definitely going to be crazy. And next week's chapter, I believe, is called Disciple of Destruction, which I'm believing is on Meliodas. And I think it's kind of weird because they're implying that obviously that is he their savior or we'll have to see. But I think this is a big, huge plot point. If Meliodas annihilates Geera, they're fucked. I'm gonna say right now, Geera's fucked. They're fucked. He just ripped off her hand. She got one hand. Just like that. So, That was so funny because it's like, take from the amber, ripped off your head. It was just instantaneous. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, we'll see. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think that meliodas could have some kind of connection with the demon blood? Um, or not? You know? Put in the comments in below. And yeah, that's the story, people. Bankai 922. And I'll see you guys later. Here it is.